Welcome back to another tabletop review. Today we'll look at the Core Essentials leather gun belt. Core Essentials sent me this leather gun belt and asked me to give an honest review. It's their X1 gunmetal black leather model. It's designed to carry up to 4 pounds. Core Essentials provides a pretty good selection of gun belts and buckles ranging from 4 to 10 pound carry capacity. In a moment, we'll take a deeper look at what makes Core belts a little different, and we'll also explore the different model Core Essential offers. But for now, let me just say, if you're looking for a good gun belt, I think you really ought to investigate the Core Essential belts before you buy. There are a lot of new gun owners out there, and I'm pretty sure most have given little if any thought to their belt. In fact, I've heard complaints about holsters that probably had more to do with the belt than the holster. If you're going to carry, you need a good holster, one that works for you and your needs. And if you carried for a while, something you find out pretty quick is that the gun belt is an essential part of the carry package. The belts you've chosen to hold your pants up aren't probably adequate for supporting a weapon as required. Let's look at some belts to see what I mean. Here's a good dress belt. It's a nice belt, very comfortable to wear. If I'm pocket carrying, this belt is fine, but it's totally inadequate for supporting a holstered gun. Here's a fairly light holstered gun, a Kimber 9 in a Santis leather holster, only about 1¼ pounds. Even so, note the sag and floppiness. It was never designed to firmly hold the weight of a gun in place. Also, I've had these types of belts fail on me when put under too much strain. Without a proper sturdy belt, the gun isn't properly anchored, and you're likely to discover that daily activities while carrying can become not just uncomfortable, frustrating, and inconvenient, but downright problematic. If you're carrying and your belt fails, you're probably going to be concerned about more than just losing your pants. Here's one of my old gun belts. It's wide, it's thick, and it's somewhat stiff. It's got a big, heavy buckle, and it's a bit worn. But see how much better it works to support the same gun? Makes a difference. Now let's see how well it will hold a 2½ pound full-size gun like the Kimber 1911. Certainly better than the dress belt, but I think we can do better. About a year ago, my son gave me a Kimber leather gun belt. It's a little stiffer in comparison to my old belt. It feels a little more substantial, about the same thickness, and it's even slightly narrower than the old gun belt. Even the buckle seems a little bit more streamlined, yet it's still robust. So a belt doesn't have to be bulky to be good. The Kimber is indeed a good gun belt. It's kind of an in-between dress belt and work belt, so I can wear it pretty much all around. Good belt. But you know what? As good as this belt might be, I think I found an even better solution. And here it is, a Core Essentials leather gun belt. Now, take a look at how much stiffer this belt is. I'm not sure if you can really see the difference between the belts, but I can feel the difference. The Core Essentials belt is quite stiff and provides noticeably better support. But is that enough? That's the topic of this review. We'll take a look at 10 measures to see if this Core Essentials leather belt is really a better gun belt. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to sincerely thank the people at Core Essentials for sending me one of their belts for review. Thanks. And if you're enjoying this review, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. The Core Essentials gun belt arrived today. Let's take a look at it. This will be the unboxing. Let's see what we've got here. I think that's the belt protector sleeve. This looks like it's an invoice. Got an instructions manual here. And here is the belt. This is a closet hanger for the belt. That's kind of nice. Looks like we got an Allen wrench and some screws here. And we have the buckle. Well, let's take a look at the buckle first. Wow, you know, that is very, very well made. I can tell right away that is substantial. Very, very nice. Looks good. Nice sturdy mechanism here. Take a look at the belt itself. Out of its wrapping plastic, the belt has the word smell of leather. It's black finish, pretty nice. On the other side here, we see an adjustment track line, notches for buckle adjustment at 1/4-inch increments. That's one of the things that makes this belt kind of special, much better than the 1-inch hole adjustments in other belts. Also on the other side we see that we have markings for sizing the belt. 44 inches down to 24 inches in size. That's pretty good. The belt is about 1.5 inches wide and 1/4 inch thick. That's pretty standard for gun belts. We also see here that it has a reinforced core. You can see it right here. That's the second element of this belt that's special. Core Essentials says that this is their proprietary reinforced power core center, and it's rated to 500 pounds. It gives the belt a stiff feel, which is good for its purpose. The tongue end has been nicely trimmed and rounded on the edges. Stitching overall looks very good. The buckle appears to be very, very well machined, very sturdy, good mechanics, good feel. Looks like it should hold up very well under use. Well, according to these instructions on the back of the belt, use the ruler markings to find your pant size. Add 4 inches if you're carrying inside the waistband. Add 6, I do carry inside the waistband, to your pant size and cut using sharp scissors. Alright, so that would mean I wear a size 34. I'm going to add 6 inches, so I find 40, and that would be here, and I cut using sharp scissors. So let's see here. That wasn't too bad. For gun belts only, it says loosen the screws with the included hex wrench, so we'll do that. Next it says insert the cut end of the belt into the buckle teeth and clamp down firmly. That wasn't all that difficult. The next step is to try the belt on for fit. Well, even fitted with an inside the waistband holster, the belt seems too long. So I'm going to cut another inch off just to see if that helps. Now it says to tighten down the screws once the belt is sized to your liking. I'm going to just set these down a little bit here because they're sticking way out. Oh, I can feel it already coming in contact with the leather. Well, I had to take another inch off, still a little bit too long. I've got the inside the waistband holster, and actually it feels pretty good. I'm going to have to try it out a little bit. The belt actually is very easy to size at any time. You can just push that little lever in, and it allows for the ratchet to loosen up, and then you can of course always tighten it up as well. Let's try it outside the waistband holster for a minute. So here we are with the outside the waistband holster. Actually, again, feels pretty good. We'll have to try it for a little bit and see how well it works over time. But I like it. I like it. It's got a good firm feel to it. I can tighten that belt up easily, and I can loosen it if I need to. That's pretty good for if I'm sitting in a car, or if I'm sitting down at a desk. I can loosen it up, and then I can tighten it up easily by just pushing forward on the belt. 1/4 inch increments. That's really nice. So let's try it out, see how it works. I'll try it with the different holsters, try it throughout a couple of weeks of use, and just kind of see how it feels. Alright, I'll be back. Well, now that I have it adjusted to a comfortable length, I'm going to go ahead and tighten the screws down that are provided to lock the belt into the buckle, just so they're flush with the frame of the buckle. So I've been trying the Core Essentials leather gun belt with different outside the waistband holsters and guns worn on my hip. Although I usually don't carry these full-size guns very often, I think it's a good test for the belt. All these guns weigh about 2.5 pounds. I like to make sure drawing and reholstering is smooth and easy. The Core Essentials gun belt appears to provide a good anchoring for the guns, nice and stable, actually better than any of my other gun belts. The cross-draw holster with my Walther PPK has always been a problem because the loops aren't large enough to pass the tongue through them again, but instead of cutting the belt short, I usually just wear the belt backwards to solve that problem when wearing this holster. Well, it's been about a week since I started wearing the Core Essentials gun belt, and I think I'm ready to give it a rating. So how good is the Core Essentials gun belt in actual use? Of course, this is just my personal opinion, but I've given some thought to that question and I've come up with a few measures that I think make sense when rating a gun belt. So how did the Core Essentials leather gun belt do? Well, like I said, it's only been a week, but I can already tell you this is really one heck of a good belt. Let's go over each of the measures one at a time. The first was provides flexible length. Well, obviously, 1/4 inch adjustments are better than 1 inch. This ratchet system works really well. Sitting, standing, walking, whatever, I can adjust the belt quickly, and with the little lever here, the adjustments are nice and firm, no slipping. I like it. Number 2, accommodates different holsters. I've been able to fit any of my holsters easily enough, whether I'm using belt holes in the holsters or hanging the holster on the belt. Number 3, has proper rigid strength. My heaviest guns ride securely without any problem with this belt. I could attach additional gear if I needed, no problem. Number 4, provides strong, secure buckling. The tracking buckle design provides a good solid attachment, no slipping. Number 5, possesses overall long-lasting durability. Obviously time will tell, but so far it appears very durable, and the belt protector sleeve may be useful in extending that. Number 6, demonstrates easy functioning and change out. It's easy to put on and take off. The stiffness of this belt allows me to wear the gun at any position comfortably, although moving the holster around can take a little bit of work depending on the holster. Number 7, provides a stable platform for drawing. Noticeably secure anchoring, making drawing from the holster much smoother and secure. Excellent for reholstering as well. Number 8, allows reasonable comfort throughout the day. With or without a holster and gun, this is a very comfortable belt. Great support. Number 9, has a buckle that is well made. This buckle is nicely machined, strong but not bulky, and its finish appears good enough to wear well and last. And number 10, it looks good. Doesn't look like a gun belt, which I like. Nice buckle, good leather, nice stitching on both sides. Yep, it looks good. Based upon these 10 measures, I give the Core Essentials leather gun belt a very high rating. As for cost, of course I know that the cost is important as well when rating a product, but the Core gun belt I tested is listed for $59, which I think is a good price for what you're getting. Now, before we end today's video, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. And thanks for watching. Now, as I said at the beginning of this review, Core Essentials has a good selection of belts and buckles, both tactical and in leather. Different belt colors and buckle designs are sure to meet your own personal needs and interests. If you're looking for a good gun belt, Core Essentials should be your first place to find what you want. Based on my experience, I think you'll find a quality product that really works well and good customer service. In conclusion, I'll admit that I didn't expect that I'd be all that impressed with this belt. I mean, a gun belt is a gun belt, but this Core Essentials belt has made a believer of me. After wearing this gun belt for only a short time, I'm not sure I'll be comfortable carrying a holstered firearm without a Core Essentials belt. It just wouldn't be the same. Any weapon you carry, is better than the one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.